Hey, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the country you're watching this stream from. Uh, Yesterday's lecture was pretty amazing, not from content creation point of view, but the response I have received on my social media, as well as on my LinkedIn, as well as in DMs of Instagram, people from, especially ladies from different countries. And I'm glad that I'll be honest, brutally honest, I did not realize when I was creating the videos on this channel, English, that people from different countries would actually watch the content, watch the video. So now I understand. Now I have a basic understanding of the type of audience I have. Um, that actually puts an extra pressure on me to be diligent enough in conveying the information everybody is looking for. And so therefore, you guys are here. Uh, I'll take a little while. Just wait for a moment before we actually start today's lecture. Yesterday, we discussed traditional freelance marketplace. We discussed non-traditional freelance marketplace. I showed you my guru.com profile, my earnings. Then I took you to my Fiverr account where we created a gig and we were about to finish creating a gig, but unfortunately, I did not realize that. And then I failed to understand how did I ignore this important factor that if you are uh, attempting a test, you are not allowed to leave the screen. But guess I'm getting old, and it's been quite a while since I last attempted an online test or a paper. So I apologize for that little mess up at the end of yesterday's class, but I'll see if we can go through the exam now and complete it and then create another kick. Because thank you, Travel Lover, and thank you, everybody, for everybody who has just, for all who have just joined the stream now. I welcome you all. I would request each one of you actually to like this video. And once you like this video, this would encourage YouTube algorithm to show and recommend my video to other YouTubers who probably are live right now. This is one little request I would like to make. And if I'm not asking too much, just like the video, and this would help me in reaching out to other people. And you never know who might just be struggling in their life, and a content worth attending for 2 hours could show them the way here. In today's lecture, we are going to talk about the importance of not only creating a gig. We had basically established what is needed for you to create a good gig by identifying your competition, by applying 80-20 Pareto principle. I guess we have discussed that in detail, so I do not need to repeat it. If you're just someone who has dropped by and watching this the first video of mine, you probably need to attend the previous lecture. Dislikes, that's part of the game. Nobody, everybody's got a right to watch their opinion. And I'm pretty liberal and open about this. If somebody does not like it, then that's fine. Dislike is, that's democracy at the end of the day. Everybody's got a right to voice their opinion. So if you like me, if you like what you have learned so far, just hit the like button, for God's sake. The idea is to help the cause here, not to, go towards a disaster and end up dumping the cause. Okay, thank you very much. Today we are going to discuss the importance of proposal writing. But before we do and learn how to create an effective proposal, we are going to learn how to create an effective profile on different marketplaces. Because profile is the forefront, it's the outlook. If outlook is good, if your store looks classy enough and attractive enough for someone to come in, only then they'll buy something from your store. Same goes for freelance profile. If profile outlook is attractive enough, if profile outlook is good enough for someone to take a decision and enter your shop, this would only help your cause of selling the services on that marketplace. When I was growing up as a freelancer, the first thing I realized when I was trying hard to make an impact on elance.com, on rentacoder.com, but the problem was, despite of the fact that I was sending proposals after proposals, nobody ever got back to me. And as you already know, on a freelance marketplace, only client can initiate a conversation. Only client can initiate a conversation. Because if freelancers are allowed to send a message to a client or an employer for that matter, both are same thing by the way, they will be bombarded with millions of inbox messages, and that actually takes away the essence of a marketplace where a potential employer or a client is literally harassed by the freelancers by throwing questions of one after another. So a profile has to be attractive enough for a freelancer to give themselves a fair chance of being noticed for the work they do. And at the same time, the profile needs to showcase the work you have done in the past. Now, we discussed the importance of learning a skill or two in yesterday's lecture, but I could not emphasize the importance of learning a skill, why you should learn it. So therefore, I'm going to spend 5 odd minutes in emphasizing the importance of learning a skill before we share our screen and start discussing Fiverr gig, the one we left halfway through yesterday, and then we're going to create another gig by applying that 80-20 Pareto principle, because the idea is to do this exercise again and again so that you get a fair bit of idea about the process and what works and what does not. And then, of course, I'm going to take you to my guru.com profile, and I'm going to actively, you got to listen to this, folks. I am going to actively place my proposal on 2 or 3 bids, projects. When I submit my proposals, you'll be able to understand the philosophy behind writing an effective proposal, then the art of selling myself as a freelancer, and most importantly, why you need to give an offer that is hard to refuse. More on that later. But first come first, let's just talk about the importance of having a portfolio. So you learn the skill, and then as a beginner, nobody is going to hire you for a discussion's sake, of course. You learn a skill and nobody's going to hire you for their project. So then how do you create your portfolio? Surely there has to be a way. Again, for the discussion's sake, assumingly you are a content writer. As a content writer, since you are a beginner and you have just created your profile on any of the marketplace, be it traditional or non-traditional, you are submitting proposals one after another, but nobody has initiated a conversation yet or hired you, awarded their project to you. Then how can you create your portfolio? That is a $1 zillion question worth brainstorming in this live lecture. And my advice to you guys is, since I assume most of you are beginners, 90% of you who are watching me right now, either you are a struggling freelancer or you're just a beginner who have heard about this buzzword freelancing and you want to learn what is freelancing. Thank you very much for latecomers, Prajwal. I did not expect you to show up late, mate. You're my strength, bro. You should be here when the class goes live on YouTube. So I was actually looking forward to the comment. Prajwal is one of my brightest student. I discovered him in first cohort, and ever since he has been with me. And all the friends who are watching this stream from Afghanistan, from India, from Bangladesh, from Europe, uh, I welcome you all. So back to the importance of having a portfolio. Now, since you are a beginner and nobody's going to hire you, and you understand that without portfolio, it is very hard to compete with such a saturated competition where people with tons of experience and portfolio. Uh, Thank you. Somebody's from Scotland as well, travel lover. May I know your good name, please? And then my advice to you guys is invest towards a goal. What do I mean by this phrase, invest towards a goal? Spend time on yourself. Identify 5 or 10 different skills. Once you identify 5 or 10 different skills, 5 or 10 different niches, industries, as a content writer, you know what? It's given that majority of the people would be from Pakistan, since I'm a Pakistani. So there's no point in even asking who's from Pakistan, because I assume 60 or around percent would consist of Pakistanis. So now let's not get distracted here with this country debate and focus on the importance of creating a portfolio and how a beginner can create their portfolio. Nobody's going to hire you. Established. The basic fact. The reality check. But again, portfolio is important. So you need to identify 5 to 10 different industries, 5 to 10 different niches. And then, thank you, Saiza. And then you need to write about these different topics, these different industries. So as a content writer, I can write about politics, one article consisting of 500 odd words. Then I can write about sports. I can write about PSL, IPL. I can write about England, India cricket. I can write about squash. I can write about hockey, baseball. Then I can write about health. COVID-19 is it's a hot topic, and everybody, you know. Okay, Prajwal, I got your message. So then you write about, let's say, technology. Then you write about, let's say, internet. So this way, by writing about 5 or 10 different industries and niches, it's an investment towards a goal. It's an investment towards future, which means that you are equipping yourself with a portfolio. Even though I have made them up, all that initial portfolio, nobody has hired me for these particular projects. But since I realized the importance of having a portfolio, I can write about these different topics. So once I'm done writing, I have a good portfolio of around 5 to 10 articles, and I can upload them on blogger.com. And by having a link on blogger.com, I can supply that link when I'm bidding on a project. How does this happen? There you go. Let me share my screen, and I'm going to take you to blogger.com. It's a Google-owned forum where not only you can write, but at the same time, you can you get paid for what you write if you approve your Google Adsense. If you look at my screen, assumingly I am a content writer, and again, as a beginner, I want to create my portfolio. I would identify 5 different industries, create an account on blogger.com, and I'm going to give you a link here. Give me a second. You might just get confused because when I share a tab, the browser bar does not show. So there you go. I've just given you a link in the comment section, blogger.com. Since I'm already logged in, I'm an old Google user. By the way, Blogger is a Google platform. And there you can write whatever you want to write about. Now, if I click on the earnings part, everybody would see this left-hand side as a default settings. Even if you are a newbie who has just signed up, or even if you are a seasoned blogger who's been writing on blogger.com, you would get the same setting on the left-hand side. So if you click on earnings, I can actually connect my Google AdSense here. Since I already have Google AdSense, I can connect my existing AdSense account. But most of you probably do not have Google AdSense, and then you'll need to sign up here for Google AdSense. And usually people on blogger.com get approved. I mean, the dilemma here is you cannot use the AdSense of blogger.com anywhere else. So assumingly in a future, I get myself a website with a name, let's say hisham.com. I cannot use blogger.com Google AdSense onto my website hisham.com unless and until I redirect my domain name to blogger.com. So if I host it independently, more on that later in the different lectures. I don't want to confuse you with hosting and domain name confusions, because that's a little tricky and it requires a full one lecture to explain you and teach you about the importance of having domain and a hosting account for your website. But just for a discussion's sake, get an account on blogger.com, sign up for Google AdSense, but be advised that you can only use that AdSense account inside Blogger. You cannot use it outside blogger.com, right? So that is one thing we all need to understand. You can easily apply for Google AdSense or Blogger. It's a walkthrough process. On the left-hand side, it's click on the tab Earning. And once you click on the tab Earning, it's a simple walkthrough process. For Google AdSense, give me a second. If you want to apply for Google AdSense for your website, for your e-commerce website, for your blog, then let me give you a link. You need to go through this link, and it's a step-by-step guide that would help you in getting your AdSense account approved. If you look at the links, if you look at the comment section, I've just pasted a link here for your attention. Click on this link. You can read it later. The blog post explains step-by-step information you need to know in order to approve your Google AdSense. And that is for your external website, not for blogger.com. If you want to approve AdSense for Blogger, again, you can easily do it by clicking on the left-hand side, earnings, and that's about it. Now, how do you work on Blogger? There you go. You see this console, as easy and simple as Microsoft Word or perhaps Gmail interface, where you can write hello, then you can write whatever you want to talk about. I am Hisham. Let me zoom it a bit so that you can easily see my screen. But the problem with zoom in is I lose all the navigation menu on the top. But again, for a discussion's sake, it's pretty simple. Now this is my major heading. I can put in the title here. teaching freelancing. Assumingly, I am writing a blog post, okay? So I put in the title, then in the content area, I write whatever I want to write about. Let me go to another tab and see if I can copy something and paste it here. There you go. There you go. So I just copied the text from the link I have given you about AdSense approval. I come back to blogger.com and there you go. I just paste it. Now in this blog post, I can insert images as well. I can upload the images from my computer or I can upload from my Google account. So if I click on add images and then I click on choose files, it takes me to my download image and I click on this lecture. This is the same thumbnail you see on this current YouTube lecture. I've just selected it, and once I hit another select button, I get this submitted, and I can increase the size by clicking on stretching the corners of the image, and there you go. Again, I can continue my writing by following the same pattern. Pretty simple, right? Like you compose an email or you use Microsoft Word. Once I have written the content I am comfortable about, all I need to do is just click on the preview button. If I click on the preview button, it opens in a new tab. Give me a second. Let me paste this in this tab, which is already shared with you. And this is it. This is my blog post. Now, all I need to do is apply for Google AdSense, and whatever I write, not only I get paid, but the idea of having a portfolio and be able to use this portfolio on any of the marketplace would help me go places in life. So there you go. I've just copied the link here and I have pasted the link in the comment section. You guys can view this blog post, even though it's just a fake blog post with no actual content. And then I can go back to the main console as well by clicking on the B button on the top, and there you go. I see my draft here. The blog post stays in draft mode until you publish it. You can publish it by clicking on this publish button on the main dashboard, or you can also publish it by clicking on this draft. It opens in its normal mode, and then by clicking on this orange button on the right hand top side, publish, you are able to publish this blog post on the internet. Now, there are two advantages here. Absolutely, not only you are giving yourself a chance of making money on Blogger by writing about something you're most passionate about, but at the same time, you can use these writings, these different blog posts, these articles, and use them as link and use these links in proposals. So when you submit a proposal on any of the job, be it Upwork, be it Fiverr request, be it guru.com, you have given yourself a handful number of 5 to 10 different portfolio samples. You can get the link by, of course, once you publish it, you get the link as well. And this is it. What else? In an investment towards a goal. This is why I emphasize the importance of spending time on yourself, investing on yourself for creating a blog post. Now, as a content writer, there are certain things you have to keep in mind. If I take you back to my screen, a good blog post without a picture or a relevant picture would be meaningless, right? So here's a website called pexels.com. Don't worry, you will get the link in the comment section. This website lets you search for free images. So, assumingly, I want to write about education. I type in education. So when I search for the keyword education, this website shows me all the royalty-free images, and the best part is none of the image requires any attribution or a link back, and they are free for commercial as well as for professional use. Not only I can download the images here, but I can also download the videos here. So if I click on the videos tab, and I can download this video and I can use this video in my blog post too. So I go back to the photo section. I like this image. It opens in a pop-up. If I click on the info button, it says free to use, no attribution required, which means that I will not get any legal notice if I use this image. By clicking on this button, free download, I'm able to download this image in my download folder. So that is one thing you need to understand about using royalty-free images. Now, the second thing you need to worry about, you do not need to understand, but you need to worry about is plagiarism as a content writer. So I go to Google and I type in check website plagiarism. There you see a lot of different websites shown here for this keyword check website plagiarism, but I typically use small SEO tools. Loading as we speak. Again, I am going to paste the same content I have copied from the blog post that tells you about approving your Google Adsense. So give me a second. I'm gonna pick the first 5 lines here. I come back to small SEO tools, and I've just pasted the text, and now I'm going to check the plagiarism. Of course, I'm not a robot, and I click on check plagiarism. This process takes a little while, but it is worth checking plagiarism of your content, because the basic thumb rule for website plagiarism pivots around 90-10 principle. So if you've got a 95% original content, that's good to go. But if you've got a content that is plagiarized, most of the times you outsource your jobs to other skilled freelancers, and assumingly they end up ripping you off by copying a content from someone else's website, and they charge you the full price and they give you a plagiarized article. You, in all the good faith and good intentions, end up publishing that plagiarized content on your Google AdSense approved blog, or even blogger.com for that matter. There would come a point when Google artificial intelligence, the bot, once it identifies that you have been ripping someone's hard work and copying, pasting their content on to your blogger.com or your blog website, they are going to send you a notice. It could be a legal notice sent by the actual website owner whose content is ripped off. By ripping off, I mean copying their content and using it without their permission. And at the same time, the real problem is Google AdSense could suspend your services. Now, I have pasted the copied content, and you see smallseotools.com tells me that this is a plagiarized content 100%. If I click on match sources, by clicking on match sources, it takes me to all my social media presence as well as to my Google, to my Bean Guru website. So the first link it says is a Pinterest link. Of course, it is my Pinterest, 34% similarity. The second thing you see is my Facebook link on Bean Guru. Of course, I share this content, whatever I publish on my blog, beanguru.com, onto my different social media websites. And the third is actually the original content. This is how you check plagiarism. Premium information. Do you understand? Drop in your eyes. Premium, right? People charge thousands of bucks to give this information, and I'm doing this for free. And still you guys do not like this video. Breaks my heart. Go ahead and just smash the like button. Let's see what happens. Smash the like button of this video. So far, we have established the importance of having your portfolio. How do you create your portfolio? Investment towards the goal is the word here. Spend your energies and time in giving yourself a huge favor by writing free for different industries. And then, thank you. Yeah, literally, I don't care. Just try and smash the like button if you like whatever you see here. And then we have talked about the importance of creating content on blogger.com, using royalty-free images, and of course checking plagiarism. Let me give you the link of pexels.com here so that you can PEXELs. There you go, pexels.com. Thank you, Prajwal. So just giving you the link of royalty-free website that allows you to download royalty-free images and videos and use them on your website. No accreditation, no link back, no references required. So the other website where you can see the plagiarism is Small SEO Tools. Okay, give me a second. There you go. Just gave you the link of pexels.com, and now you get the link of, I thought I pasted it. No, I did. Okay, Small SEO Tools. There you go. Just highlighted it on the screen as well. So this is for content writers, for article writers. Now, let's go back to Fiverr account. We created a gig yesterday, but we could not finish it because of my stupidity, and I confess I'm stupid enough. Let's see if I'm allowed to complete finish my gig here and complete the process. So I'm going to share the screen here, and there you go. Thank you, Sajal. What time is it in South Africa? Okay, so I click on gigs, and then I go to the draft section. There we go. I click on the draft of this skill, and what else? I click on edit, opens in a new tab. I need to copy the URL and bring it back on the tab that is shared with you. Click on save and continue. That was the first part. If you are wondering what is happening here, the reason why you are in no man's land and you are confused and clueless is because you skipped yesterday's lecture. If you want to understand the process from the very beginning, I'm afraid there is no other way except watching a 2 hours long live stream and then come back to this live stream. So I'm going to hit save and continue button because I want to get to the test part and see if it is still there and I'm allowed to undergo an exam here. This was the thumbnail part, and I click on save and continue. Hopefully that is where I was. Retake test. There you go. And this time, I'm smart enough. Now I'm not going to deviate away from the tab where I'm about to retake this test. Let's see what happens. Clicking on the link, but not doing anything for me. No, I'm not a US citizen. Okay, thank you. Hit the save button for now. You are done. Okay, close. What else? What else? What else? Retake test. Please wait 92. Yeah, that is the punishment. So the punishment here is your gig will remain in draft mode until you complete this test. Please wait 92 days to retake this test. Just because of my stupidity and ignorance, Fiverr has, at least that's what they think, that they're punishing me. But there you go. I'm gonna go back, switch to the selling mode, and I'm gonna search for another gig, another keyword, and I'm gonna create a gig right now for that particular keyword. So there we go again. You guys are lucky. Those who have skipped yesterday's lecture, you can watch it again. It's your lucky day. Make a wish. So I'm going to search for something I want to create a gig about. Let's see, what do I want to create a gig about? I want to create a gig about what? About social media influencer. Social media influencer. Okay, I hope I got the spelling right. That's pretty neat. Only 3,762 services available. So my gut feeling says I can rank for this particular keyword. I can actually narrow it down if I search more. Social media influencer and what else? Professional social media influencer. Professional social media influencer. The competition narrows down to 1,080. There you go, folks. It's 2 and 2. They say 2 and 2, bingo. Last night we discovered, I don't know what was the particular keyword, but it had competition in under 2,000. And today the competition is pretty good as well. I think I'm going to go for social media influencer keyword. All right. So I switch back to my selling mode. I click on the gigs. I click on create a new gig. And I will is selected by default. I will offer social media influencer services. Right. Makes sense, huh? Even if it does not, I'm about to open a new tab. You can't see it, sadly. And I'm going to check another thing. Give me a second, huh? I'm going to search for social media influencer services. Pretty good, pretty neat, absolutely neat. Give me a second. Coming back to you guys in a moment. Advertiser. That's not a tag I would like to focus on. So I will offer social media influencer services. What is the category? Perhaps digital marketing. What is the subcategory? Social media marketing, SEO, ebook, email marketing, crowdfunding, display, advertising, marketing strategy, web analytics, influencer marketing, okay, service type, shout outs and promotion. That's what I'm going to focus on. And target audience could be anything, starting with internet and tech. Then I'm going to talk about finance, legal, and consulting. That's it. For the audience age groups, any would work for me. For audience country, I'm going to offer this service worldwide. For audience size, I'm going to choose 1,000 to 10,000 followers. And then for audience gender, I'm going to choose all here. And then I'm going to put in the tags here. So social media influencer, social media marketing, influencer marketing, social media promotion. Try to understand what I'm doing here. I am trying to use the keywords people could search for if they come on Fiverr and they look for social media marketing services. For me to rank for social media marketing would be very difficult because of huge competition and a lot of good working gigs, because people in that competition for social media marketing have been offering their services for years. How do I expect myself to get ranked in top 10 results, right? And you know, that's something everybody needs to understand. The competition needs to be explored first if you want to get ranked. So I've just searched for 5 different tags, and I'm going to hit on save and continue. It says mandatory tag is missing. I don't know, what does that mean. Let's see what am I missing here. Mandatory metadata is missing. Okay, choose Instagram. Okay, that's it. So I'm going to provide my services for Instagram. Tags list cannot contain tags with more than 20 characters. No problem. Okay, so these are big keywords. I cannot use them. For now, I'm going to use digital media marketing. Instagram marketing. Seems like we are good to go here. Hopefully, takes me to the next step. And now I need to provide my services here. And for me to unlock my potential for being able to offer all 3 packages, let's see what is the requirement here. Never mind. Basic, starter. I can give whatever name I wish. Standard is intermediate. And the premium is golden buzz. Coming up with so filmy names here, but who cares? Describe the details of your offering. I will create an 10-second video and give you a shout out on Instagram I have over 30K followers. Okay, fine, thank you. I will create 30-second shout out for the intermediate one. And I will create 55 seconds shout out. That's it. Delivery time. Delivery time is 3 days delivery for the basic one, 2 days for intermediate, and within 1 day for the golden bus. Audience size. For the basic one, you'll get that's where the challenge is, but it's okay. 5,000. For this one, you get again 5,000. For this one, you get let's say 10,000. Number of posts is 1. Number of posts is 1. Number of posts is 1. Custom graphics. Never mind. So it starts with 75, moves down to 150, gets down to 300. Wow, I never thought I could actually offer a gig of social media influencer to Fiverr buyers, but let's see how it goes. Now I have to give the description, and the description has to be relevant. I am a social media influencer. Sadly, I cannot give link of my Instagram profile because I wonder what would happen if I give the link. They would actually throw me out. They will ban the gig. So I'm not taking any risk here. I'm a social media influencer with over 30,000 followers and growing on Instagram. I can give you a shout out on my main post using a video, as well as a story that will stay on my profile for 24 hours. Wow. This is one unique offer, hard to refuse. If you are looking for social media influencer on Instagram, who could give you a shout out. So I'm going to highlight this social media influencer part by clicking on this yellow button, and there we go. I think we are good to go here. I click on save and continue button, and of course, this part is very important. To all those who want to create their gig on Fiverr, always put this disclaimer in the question section. And that disclaimer is, please send me message before you place an order. Because on Fiverr, once an order is placed, it is very difficult to cancel an order, and you go through an awful lot. Unfortunately, the algorithm is not user-friendly, so is the sport. But that's about it. I'm going to add my questionnaire. I'm going to click save and continue. Let's see if I need to, okay, gig photo. So what can I do here? I can do a lot. I can go to my Instagram profile and I can take a snapshot and I can just put it here. Give me a second. The tab is open in, Instagram is open in another tab, and I just want to make it quick. There you go, 39.9K followers. Huge, no? Okay, there you go. So come back on the main profile, the tab that is shared, and I browse gig photos. I go to desktop, and let's see if I am able to upload it correctly. So there you go, good to go, right? How about giving them a glimpse of one of my posts? How does my average post looks like. So I'm going to show my office table here, and let's see. Control Shift 4, and again another snapshot. Coming back to the main tab, clicking on Browse button, uploading this picture as well. Looks good. Yeah. So I've uploaded 2 pictures here, showcasing my Instagram profile. Worst come worst, what will happen? I'll get a follower if I don't get an order. So I click on Save and Continue button, and there you go. No test required for offering your gig as a social media influencer. So I click on Publish Gig button, and my gig is live. Finally, so long, Fiverr. Hate you for this. I hope nobody from Fiverr is actually watching this. In the first hour, we have actually covered a lot than we did yesterday. We have discussed the importance of establishing your blogger.com account, signing up for your Google Adsense, and then went back on Fiverr and created a gig for social media influencer, and I'll keep it as it is. If you want to see the link, there you go. Click on this link and enjoy the gig. Now, Canva is free. If you have attended yesterday's lecture, on canva.com, you can create free images. You can actually create free videos as well. One of the lectures, upcoming lectures, I'm actually going to teach you how to use canva.com for creating videos. Now, you cannot use the link of Fiverr on your Upwork account. I believe it goes against the policies of Upwork. Upwork is pretty uptight anyway. They don't want their website to be shown on any of the other social media websites. For example, if you create a video about Upwork on YouTube, by default, you're not even allowed to do it. You cannot share their screen and show their logos and all that stuff. So that's pretty disappointing. I actually got a flag for 12 videos I created on my main channel. Each video was doing so fantabulously well, pivoting around 100K views per video. And then Upwork sent me notice that you need to take them down because you have created videos without our consent, without our agreement. You are not our affiliate partner. And unfortunately, I had no choice but to take the videos down. And I lost around, what would you call, 1.5 million views in one click of the button. I was pretty sad that day, didn't open my laptop all day. And I was so utterly disappointed by Upwork's behavior because all I was doing, I was teaching folks how to use Upwork. And then to my utmost surprise, I got this notice from Upwork that you have done something which is against our policy. And so much to the policy, you go to YouTube and type in, search for Upwork, and you will come across tons of YouTube videos sharing Upwork screen. And excuse me, no idea why I was chosen for this particular flag, but I live with it. I mean, all is well that ends up well. Absolutely. One of my friends in UK, he's a doctor, and he said, when I told him that Upwork has sent me a notice to take the videos down because it goes against their policy, and the guy said, he was on the phone, he was driving to his clinic and said, anybody with the right frame of mind would not do it. Why have they done this? And I was clueless. Absolutely, I had no idea why would they do it. But my gut feeling says Upwork uses a bracketed system. So the content that is searched for in South Asia probably is not searched the same way in Europe, and it does not yield and fetches the same results as well. Same goes for Google. I mean, search results for USA are different for one particular keyword, and then uh, search result for Pakistan or India or Bangladesh or Afghanistan for one particular keyword is different. For example, if I search for digital marketing in Pakistan, I would get different results. But if you're in India, if you're in Bangladesh, Afghanistan, wherever you live, you would get different top 10 results for the same keyword. And I believe since I was dominating the keyword Upwork in South Asia, because people from India, people from Nepal, people from Afghanistan, friends from Bangladesh, they told me that whenever they search Upwork in top 5 results, I was just there for my playlist. Somehow I believe uh, did not go well among the authorities. To cut the chase here, back to where we were. So there you go. That's a gig. You can see the gig and you can get a fair bit of idea about the title, the pictures, description. Description weighs in very heavily. If you use the keywords in the description, you're just giving yourself a fair chance of getting noticed by Fiverr algorithm, and hopefully they will rank you for that particular keyword. Uh, I don't care. I mean, let's just get over Upwork for now, folks. You guys are getting premium knowledge here, and that is what is most important. Coming back to my screen, we have created a gig here. Looks pretty promising. And where do we go from here? So I click on the messages, and so there's someone who's watching the stream, and it says, "Sir, big fan from Mars." Ooh, they, you got my attention, right? I don't care who you are, but I will find you, and I'm gonna. Back to the screen. Now, this is Fiverr, and you can create 7 different gigs for your basic account. By basic account, I mean when you have no level. Once you complete orders worth $400, you are promoted to level 1. And then, there's a second step after level 1 that's called level 2. And the promotion takes place as you keep on progressing on the platform, right? Since I've not done any sales except $8, and honestly speaking, I swear to God, I do not even remember when I made these $8. You see on the top $8, right? I have no effing idea when did this happen. But anyways, you need to create 7 different gigs. Here's the most interesting part. The best way of creating 7 different gigs is to focus on one niche, one domain, one area of expertise. But then that's what the book says. You do not have to go by the book. I've seen many successful freelancers on Fiverr who have created 7 different gigs, focusing on 7 different industries, 7 different skill sets. So I know a guy who has created a gig for content writing. And at the same time, on the same profile, she has created a gig about social media marketing manager. She has created a gig about Facebook influencer marketing. She has created a gig about graphic designing, about virtual assistant. So the rule of thumb says focus on one niche and create 7 different gigs. But if you cannot do it, there's no harm in exploring other skill sets and offering your gigs. So all 7 gigs can differ from one another, and they can belong to different skill sets. Fiverr does not mind it, and they would not refuse it. Now, if you're from Pakistan, the best way of withdrawing the money from Fiverr to your bank account is you connect your Payoneer account with Fiverr. I am hoping to do this on Friday, where I'm going to discuss the payments option on Fiverr as well as on Google.com. So I'll leave that for Friday class. But just discussing it out, If you want to withdraw money you have earned by selling orders from your gig, and if you want to withdraw that money to your bank account, the best way to do is integrate your Pioneer account with your Fiverr account. And then by connecting Pioneer with Fiverr or as an intermediary bank between Fiverr and your bank, Pioneer enables you to withdraw the money from Fiverr all the way to your bank account. There's another way to do it, and that's Jazz Cash, but we'll leave that to some another day for another discussion. So for now, wherever you live, whatsoever country you belong to, the best way of withdrawing your money to your bank account is sign up for Pioneer, integrate your Pioneer account with your Fiverr account. So when you withdraw your money, withdraw from Fiverr to Pioneer, and then from Pioneer to your bank account. And if you are if you've got PayPal in your country, um, the task just gets easier for you. Just integrate your PayPal with your Fiverr account, and you can withdraw the money from Fiverr to your PayPal. Easy beans, right? Absolutely easy beans. Why do you think that there would be no class tomorrow? There's class every single day till Friday. Ridoin Riyadh. Where are you from, by the way? So if you got PayPal, all Indian friends and all Bangladeshi friends, they've got PayPal. It's easy to integrate your PayPal account with your Fiverr, and you can easily do it. And now the messages start coming in. All the fan movement. Okay, thank you, Erkan. Okay, thank you, student. That probably is, one of the. Do you understand? This is going to help me a long way. I am not asking you to send me messages, but this messages thing, and if I respond quickly, is going to increase my response time. I don't care much about this, but who cares? Let's take you back to the screen now. Now, if you stop sending me messages, I'll be grateful. Let's just take a look at buy request for now. So I click on buy request, and nothing in there. Buy requests do not show all the time. There is a specific time when the buy requests show. The only way to find your buy request is to keep on hitting refresh button. But here's a tip. If you create 7 different gigs, you're giving yourself a fair chance of seeing more buy requests. It's not, here's how buy request works. Just like on a traditional freelance marketplace, client comes in, they post a project or a problem, and then you as a freelancer are supposed to submit your proposal to that particular project. On a freelance marketplace, we call it bidding. So it's pretty much the same here. You bid on a proposal, and you send up that proposal to a project placement, which is actually a project submitted by a client. But the problem is, somehow Fiverr thinks that they're champion enough, and they've come up with this unique algorithm where the buy request only show for a limited time period. After that limited time frame, the buy request go away and you see no request form. So if I keep on hitting refresh button, if luck is on my side, which does not seem to be the case tonight, I don't see any buy requests, but that's fine. I'll live with that. Okay, so what else about Fiverr? You've created 7 different gigs. Hey, yeah, you can send 10 different bid proposals every single day, giving yourself a chance of submitting 300 proposals in a month. And surely, if you have attended yesterday's lecture, and if you work on your communication skills, if you know how to send a proposal, surely you can win a project or two, uh, or at least give yourselves a chance of winning a project or two. So work on your communication skills, search for buy request, keep on hitting refresh button. That's the only way I know of finding buy request. And if I click on the earnings part, let's just explore this as well as we speak. So I click on the earnings part, and there I can integrate my different payment methods. So by default, everybody sees PayPal account, bank transfer, right? So all you need to do is, if you got a Payoneer account or if you want to create one, click on bank transfer. And if you got a PayPal account, you can easily integrate your PayPal account with Fiverr. So assumingly, PayPal does not work in Pakistan, Afghanistan, not sure what else. Hey, drop in the comments. Let me know if PayPal works in your country or if it does not work in your country. So I click on bank transfer, and it says, let's verify it's you. You're trying to add a new withdrawal method, choose a verification method so we can make sure, and then I can verify this and I can complete the process. And hopefully, if that process works out well, I am able to integrate my PayPal and Payoneer account with my Fiverr account. And then, of course, when you integrate your Payoneer account, you can also integrate your bank account as well. Give me a second. Okay, never mind. Just give me a second. I know I haven't shared my screen here. Just want to protect my phone number here. Okay, nothing happens. Who cares? I don't use Payoneer actually. On Guru.com, I use direct bank transfer. Bank transfer works for me. I mean, that's the best way of receiving money. So again, not working in Pakistan, so I understand PayPal doesn't work in Pakistan. And in India, it works. I see. Okay, 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 fine. Wow, wow. Jazz Cash option. Jazz Cash option comes with your Payoneer account for Pakistanis, of course. If you sign up for your Payoneer, and then inside Payoneer, you can integrate your Jazz Cash account. I don't have Payoneer, and I don't wish to create any other payment method. Try to understand, if I'm offering a service for social media influencer, if 30K people are following me on Instagram, if 600K plus people are following me on Being Guru Facebook page, if 250K plus people have subscribed to my main YouTube channel, I better protect my information on the internet. Does that make sense? I'm pretty watchful and mindful about populating my bank information on the internet. And surely I'm not going to do it on live stream, but it's pretty self-explanatory process. Very simple. You need to click on Payoneer. It's a walkthrough process. Fill in the information, and that's it. If you want to integrate your Jazz Cash account, I'm talking about Pakistanis, you can integrate your Jazz Cash account with your Payoneer, and that's about it. In future, when you withdraw money from your Fiverr account, you need to select Payoneer, and then you can withdraw that money from Payoneer to Jazz Cash. Jazz Cash had this amazing offer of reimbursing, I guess it was like 15% of the transaction first time if you connect your Payoneer with your Jazz Cash. But that's about it. And for the rest of the world, just integrate your PayPal and you're good to go. Now, traditional freelance marketplace. Let's worry about Guru.com. Guru.com. What you see here is my dashboard. You see, I do around 55K a year, oh, which is pretty decent. And the idea of, by the way, I've got around 3,450 already in my account, and I need to withdraw it. Just received that in the morning from my client retention for this month's, earning. And gosh, did not realize I'm live and I was not supposed to show this, but never mind. Evil eyes off, folks. What do you want me to bid for? You create an account on guru.com. The profile has to be built. I'm going to discuss the profiling tomorrow on Wednesday. But in today's lecture, I'm going to focus on, let's see, social media marketing. Social media marketing. Let's see. Okay. Hey, please like the video. I see the traffic dropping. So if you smash the like button, I'll be grateful. So let's just see what do we have here. Online marketing for small business. This guy's from US, and small medium project. This guy's from US. Okay. Okay. Pretty neat, huh? Let's just take a look at this project. So I click on this small social media project. Let me zoom in. So this guy says that he's just built a social media presence using existing content. If you have social media experience with YouTube, you can assist with building positive feedback. Only 2-3 hours duration, pays $20. Now I'm gonna sell him the same service. Never mind. Even when I was thinking about it, I just realized this project is already awarded to someone. Never, there's a glitch here. On all freelance marketplaces, be it Upwork or Guru.com, freelancer.com, whenever you see this button that says that someone is awarded or already hired, never submit a code. Realistically speaking, these marketplaces should remove the button from there at first place when someone is awarded a project. I don't see a logical reason why this button is still there. But again, not for me to brainstorm. I have my own freelance marketplace, and this basic thing is taken care of on workchest.com. So if someone is awarded a project, we actually remove it from the search results. Only, by keeping the project in the search results and allowing people to submit their code or proposals on that particular project. Innocent people not paying much attention to the fact that the project is already awarded, they end up sacrificing their bid, and there's no free lunches, right? So you have to be watchful and diligent enough in seeing what's happening here. So I go back and I'm going to search for another project. WordPress developer here. I was looking for a social media job, and I come across this WordPress development project. Let's see, what do we have here? Seems like a very good project with a lot of information, but I'm going to read it for you. WordPress developer needed to create a website for my company. Check the attachment on the website name. I need a WordPress developer to design and implement an attractive website for my cannabis delivery. Okay. So I look up cannabis, and it is marijuana. I'm not going to do it. I don't know why. Don't ask me. But marijuana is something I would pass. Social media marketing manager. Finally, I see something I was looking for. And this project is not awarded. So the guy is from US. His name is Mike. And he says that he's looking for social media manager who can look after Instagram, Facebook page, Twitter, and LinkedIn. 30 to 40 invite. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what is in the presentation PDF. Okay, so I've just gone through the presentation. It opened in a new tab. Not something you need to see, but I'm going to place my bid here. So I click on send a quote button. I click on fixed price. I click on social media marketing manager. I just select the description myself. You all can do this, by the way. There's no compulsion or restriction about putting in the description. Whatever you feel good about, you can write about this. $650 is my monthly price, US dollar, and I'm gonna work updates will be sent daily, of course. Now that's where the magic happens. I'm gonna zoom in so that you can see the whole proposal writing process. Ready? Drop in your eyes, folks. Drop in your eyes. I am about to create a proposal. But before I do it, if you have not liked this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Come on, do it, quick. ASAP is the order of the day. Give me a second. Okay. Let's just start. You have killed the like button. Yeah. You're one good follower who follows the instruction closely. Hey, Mike. I'm going to sound casual here. This is Hisham, social media marketer. Social media influencer. For strange reason, Grammarly seems to be malfunctioning tonight. And I am clueless without Grammarly, said. Grammarly aid is something I rely very heavily on, but I'm gonna move ahead and finish this proposal. As a social media influencer, I have a huge presence on different social media platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn. There you go. One of the important factors about good proposal writing is give an offer that is hard to refuse, or ask a question that is worth answering to. So in this case, I'm going to give him an offer that is hard to refuse. If hired, I will complimentary give you a shout out on my social media. And they used to tell me, you're wasting your time on social media. Hey, all the naysayers, come and see what I'm doing here. All the time I've spent. You know what? This is what I'm thinking here on camera now. This is what I'm thinking recently. It actually dawned upon me while I was jogging day before yesterday. It was Sunday night, Sunday evening, when I thought about capitalizing on the huge social media presence I have. Why not offer this as a service? Create a gig. As a matter of fact, I'm about to create 2 or 3 different gigs. And then on Guru.com and Opok.com, I'm serious about offering my services as a social media influencer. People need traffic, right? For example, I get a lot of brand endorsements, but I actually, except Jazz Cash in Pakistan, I've refused everything because I don't want to sound like I'm a media guy who's wearing T-shirts, caps, and smashing phones to check the phone durability. I don't want to even go that route. So the idea is, since I've got a decent amount of following on the social media platforms, and I've spent a lot of time in building that presence, why not uh, offer this as a service to the West? That's where the dollar is, right? So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I do, as Barack Obama says. That's what I do. So before I get distracted again, I'm a creative thinker. At least that's what I think about myself. And every now and then I get distracted when a thought dawns upon me. Shout out means, hey, somebody help Navy. What is shout out? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to build them huge here. Absolutely. No question about it. Absolutely. And that's US dollars, by the way. Okay. Was cleaning my glasses here. So if I will complimentary give you a shout out on social media every single month, which could bring good amount of traffic to your platforms. Of course, I understand you need someone to build your social media presence on different platforms, including posting, image creation, etc. If you are interested, take a look at my social media presence and drop me a message. I would be more than interested to talk about this opportunity. And the good part is Grammarly seems to have come back to life. Of course, it's been ages, but I fail to understand why I cannot identify my of course mistake as well as my definition mistake. It took me years to understand that definition comes with whatever it is, DE or DEI. God, I forgot it again. What is it? Definition. Definition. Yeah, DEFINITION. At least I'm good in writing it, even if I can't spell it correctly. No fun making on this part. Ignore what you have just heard. Okay, I'm about to give him my social media links here. Now, where's the tab? Okay, there you go. Instagram to begin with. You guys can add me on Instagram as well. Only if I can remember my handle here. There you go. John Server. That's my Instagram. That's my Facebook. I'm going to give him a Bean Guru link here, not my personal fan page. So why not my personal fan page? Why not? Infamous. Retake always weighs in heavily, no? Now to the LinkedIn. There you go. Again, my LinkedIn account. Now to the Twitter. There you go. And I wonder if I've missed anything. Oh yeah, YouTube. How could I even do this? There you go. All the time I've spent on these social media accounts teaching people, they say, I need to come on cam and talk about this. If you're not paying for the product, You are a product. Does that make sense? And one-liner that could print in long-lasting impact on the client, and that would be, I look forward to your positive response. Cheers. Sure. That's it. I think this is pretty solid enough for him to get back to me, and I think I'm pretty satisfied with this offer here. So I'm going to click on the continue button, and then I click on submit code, and my proposal is submitted. Now, if I get a response, of course, I'll share this response with you. Let's see what Mike says and what Mike thinks about the offer I've given him. But let me ask you a question. What have you noticed in the proposal? I'm sure there must be something you must have noticed, right? Was that the friendly approach in the proposal? Was that a professional approach in the proposal? I wonder if it was an amazing offer that was hard to refuse, and so do I think if, naturally. Or perhaps it was the last striking line that leaves a strong impact on a client, convincing them to initiate a conversation with me. Remember, on different freelance marketplaces, you as a freelancer cannot initiate a conversation. Only client can initiate a conversation. So if you have followed this closely, I've tried to be friendly here. I've tried to leverage on my strong social media presence, of course, even though he was not looking for that. Mike needs a social media marketing guy. I have no idea of why did you not get notification. And this is why I feel bad for you guys. I literally feel bad for you guys because I've created a closed Facebook group. We talk, hey, before you guys leave, let's just take you to my closed Facebook group. I actually gave you the link about this closed Facebook group yesterday as well, but nobody. Give me a second. I'm all over the place actually. Sometimes it is very hard for me to figure out the links of my social media platforms, but then that is me for you. That's how I am. All right. Seems like I'm still. Give me a second. When you open Facebook, all you see is people tagging you, and you get distracted here. So I was here to find out. There you go, cohort 3. Copy. Control C. Oh, I just realized. There you go. Just shared my screen. Here's a link here. You guys need to follow this closed Facebook group because that is where I often come live. I come live for my lectures here, but that is where I often come live and talk out. So talk actually makes more sense. Alarm लगा लो यार, 9 बजे आऊंगा तो पता लग जाएगा. And that means that all you need to do is check out my channel. I usually schedule videos in advance. I schedule my videos usually 6 hours in advance. And anybody who is following my channel, who has subscribed to my channel, and if they are inside the group as well, cohort 3 being Guru 2.0 on YouTube, I fail to understand how can you even skip this message. And sometimes it makes me sad to see that inside group we have around 4,000 members, and on live stream on YouTube only 200 people watch the stream. So much for the free premium education. Next time, perhaps in the next cohort, for the future generations, count yourself lucky, folks. I am going to charge for this premium information. I understand that there's no respect for free work, and people just take it for granted, sadly. And yeah, I mean, it makes more sense to be punctual and be on time. I schedule these videos in advance, so all you need to do is just subscribe to this channel and you'll be notified. The moment I schedule a video, you'll be notified. So that's it. Sir, your voice changed during speaking Urdu. I actually speak Urdu very gently. My friends from all over the world, they in the conversation, they usually feel comfortable in conversing with me in English because they say you are awfully slow in Urdu, and that's how I am. I mean, pretty gentle. I speak, of course, Urdu is my first language, and I speak pretty good Urdu. I speak pretty good Punjabi as well. But for English, I don't know. I leave this judgment to you folks. You're the best judge here, and you can tell me how good I am in spoken English. So, taking you back to the screen, that's my Facebook group. If you are not in this group, you need to send a request so that I can add you in. So far, 61 members have submitted requests, all real time, quick to jump, right? I'm going to prove you all, and there you go. Everybody is now inside the group. You can send me a message on Instagram as well, by the way. So this is it, 1.5 hours for this lecture. I created a gig on Fiverr and submitted a proposal to Mike. And Mike, if you got your head in the right place, anybody with the right frame of mind would not refuse my offer. So you better accept it, or at least initiate a conversation so we can talk about it. Tomorrow, it's a full day focusing on 7 proposals. We are going to discuss Satrangi formula. What is Satrangi formula? That's for tomorrow's lecture. And 7 different bid proposals. I'm going to send bid proposal for WordPress, for logo design, for graphic designing, and for social media marketing. That's what I'm pretty passionate about these days. I've got this huge following. Why not capitalize on the platforms I've built? And you know what? This is the idea I've always tried to emphasize. And that was the idea when I wanted to do it in Urdu for cohort 3. But then people in the group, they brought my attention to the point that at the end of the day, English is an international business language. And if they were to survive as a successful freelancer or a successful internet business people, they've got to consume the content in English, because that will gauge them up for the huge saturated competition and a reality check on different platforms. And I, thought hard about this, and then I made a decision that cohort 3 will be in English so that people can, develop their listening skills, and at the same time, they can understand English, because in the future they have to, somehow, one way or another, use English to become successful on internet. And without English, there's no survival on the internet. For the assignments, I'm about to create a post in the group, and I want you to go through this proposal, how to approve your Google AdSense, and then rewrite it in your own words. But tomorrow, I expect all of you who are interested in writing, create your blogger.com account. Yeah, of course. I mean, there's no harm in doing it. I might just make these trainings premium in the future. But the problem is, what is the price here? I mean, I don't want to charge like $5 or $10 per lecture, or for the whole cohort. I mean, it is a premium knowledge, and it should be for those who can afford, and who are serious about the education. But for now, let's just get over this cohort 3. That's for the future, of course. But sometimes it makes me sad to see the response. 4,000 people have signed up, and 4,000 people are inside a closed group. And when you come live, only 200 people watch you, and this breaks heart. Little disappointing. And knowing that you are giving out a premium education, you are giving free premium information that is not available on the net, and even if it is available on the net, that's worth $1,000. And dare I say this, because I'm on Udemy as well. I know those who are teaching freelancing, they are by no means even getting closer to this information. And I can assure you this. Go ahead and give it a shot. So the assignment here is, tomorrow I expect you guys to create your blogger.com account. It's free. Sign up, and then create 5 different topics. As a matter of fact, one topic would be, let's read this. This blog post talks about how to approve your Google AdSense. It's a step-by-step information. Go through this blog article, read it till end. I want you to rewrite it in your own words. If I take you back to my screen, I click on home button, and I'm about to create a post. Submit your article here. Now you will find many people inquiring, what is the submit your assignment here. Now you'll see people in the comment section asking about what is the assignment, but they did not have time and they could not attend this only 2 hours premium information. So much for free education, no? Submit your assignment here. Okay, so second lecture. There you go. Just submitted this. I'm going to announce this post now. Mark as announcement. And that's about it. You need to come inside this closed group, join it, and go through the article link I've given you in the messages in the comment section. Rewrite it in your own words and paste it in 3 paragraphs in the comment section. If I show you yesterday's assignments, there you go. Drop your assignments. There you go. 91 comments here. I did not get a chance to go through these comments, but people have taken time in reading the initial blog post. It was about Fiverr, remember? And there you see Saida Rania. Hey, Saida Rania, are you still around and watching this screen? If yes, a huge shout out to you for playing your part in submitting this assignment. Wonderfully done. At the end of the day, I don't know how many friend requests I'm left with. So I go to my main profile and how many more people I can add. So it seems like I have a chance of adding 650 more people, and I'm going to add 650 people uh, uh, inside this group. Those who attend my lecture diligently, those who submit assignments. Today's assignment is go through Adsense article, read it till end, rewrite it in your own words. Three paragraphs would suffice, more than enough. Come inside this Facebook group, and then just drop it. Yes, one. I mean, the idea was I wanted everybody to create their blogger.com account so that they can make money, but in a long run. But if you're not interested, that's fine. This is it. Tomorrow we are going to submit 7 different bid proposals to 7 different job placements on guru.com. We are also going to discuss freelancing.com and peopleperhour.com. That's it. Upwork, of course, we can have a conversation on a camera. That's what I do. That's what I intend to do, and that's what I will do. Without sharing screen, we will have a conversation about Upwork. No, I'm not tired. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty pumped up tonight. I don't know why. So if you've just joined this video, click on the like button. A quick reminder. And tomorrow, same time, I'll schedule the video in advance, 6 hours at least in advance, so that nobody comes up with a complaint that it did not get a notification when I came live. I'll be live on time, and 7 different bid proposals. I look forward to your participation. And for the assignments, read the blog post, go through this in detail, and rewrite it in 3 paragraphs in your own words. Wishing you all the very best. See you tomorrow. Bye.